So today we came at the Causeway's head office so we can unbox and have a look at the new Causeway Live Design Software. I'm really excited about this. So without further ado, let's begin. Welcome everyone, my name is Ferdi, I'm the founder of Civil Textures. The Civil Texture is a YouTube channel that I started 2 years ago and we do tutorials on civil engineering. Today we're at the Causeway's head office so we can have a first look at the Causeway Live Design Software. Apparently you can live design everything, you don't have to wait for anything. So we're going to look into the drainage, the ground modeling, the Overland flow analysis, a feature which I'm very excited about, and also they have road markings design. Today we have the product owner Tom Fox with us. And what should we expect from live design?
Today we're going to be showing you the live design software. What we've got here is a ground model that we've brought in. So this is a triangulated surface. What you're able to do is you can add a surface, and so then this becomes existing one, and then you can create from surface. So this is the import LiDAR data, add drawing entities. So that would be the ground points or contours, and this is create from the drawing. So here we'll just...
So basically we'll pick up everything from the drawing and create the surface.
I'm just putting a rubber band around that, and that's created the surface.
So basically I should expect to create a surface within like 30 seconds from importing the topographical survey.
Absolutely, yeah, no more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, and this is defaults to the contours, but you can then go in and look at the different styles that you've got. So you can either do it globally within the styles within the surfaces.
Okay.
So you go into the styles there, and so here you can see we've got a range of different contour styles. So
that's really good because sometimes civil engineers don't work on the same color styles and stuff. So this will stop this problem, so everyone can import the same styles. And B, as you said, with different clients, you can import the different styles they want.
Absolutely, yeah. And also it means that there's continuity across all of the design teams, no matter where they're working, and they're not having to, they can just import in the styles. Okay,
so basically it makes the CAD manager's life more easier, basically. He creates the styles for everything and everyone will follow.
Absolutely. It may be now ideal if we put it into the 3D mode as well, so then we can see both the 2D and the 3D.
Oh, so basically it creates two viewports in the model space, so we can view it.
Yes. Yeah. So if
so good.
So if we then come into the 2D side of things, and if you change one of those, if you edit the elevation of that.
Okay. Let's put something big so we can see the spike.
Yeah. There we go. And so as you can see, that's all updated automatically. You're not having to redo any regen work. It just happens.
It's so good.
It's all being live.
So that's for the existing. So therefore, if we didn't get an accurate topographical survey, we can just straight away go on and manage the input, so we can get it more too close to real life topographical survey.
Yeah. So now if we then go onto the Overland Analysis, do a right-hand click on this and go to the Overland Flow Analysis.
Yeah. Wait, Overland Flow?
Yeah.
Is that like exactly what I think it is?
It is, yeah.
Oh, we've got FSR, FEH, rainfall profile, and FEH13.
Yeah.
So basically all the rainfall data that we could import in Flow, now we can import it in Live.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so now you can see you've got the
arrows.
So I think with the arrows we had that as the velocity, but if we then go back into the if you go then back into the styles of that of the analysis area, you can see you may want to say have hazard ratings, for example.
So how do I change that then?
So if you go back into the edit styles.
Oh, okay, I see.
In here, and if you scroll down here, you've got velocity. You can then change that to hazard. And then if you scroll down a bit further, that's the hazard ratings that we've got. And what we've done is we've used the EA hazard ratings as our sort of to put in as the default.
This will save me so many arguments with the EA, because that way I can show them, look, the site is not in hazard risk. Yes. Because usually they see like 1 cube of flooding is like, oh my God, it's flooding. It's like, we're not gonna let you have planning. But with the hazard rating, that would change everything, because we'll tell them, look, the hazard rating is like
absolutely
0. So basically, live, it seems like it analyzes your whole site, like to put it simply. Like it goes through and analyzes your site. You can do the ground modeling existing, and then you can change everything and sort them out without creating a ground model.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think my favorite feature so far for live design is the Overland flow analysis and the fact that you can import export styles, and it's like an easy way. It's not like you have to save the drawing and then import it. It's just you create a style and then you can just import, export and merge from other drawings.
Absolutely. And now we can go down to the alignments.
Yes. And let me just right click add.
Right click create from drawing entities.
You made it too easy. So select entity, I suppose. Yes. Yep. Wait, it put the road already?
Yeah.
And did the batters? No.
It's put the batters in. It's also put all the features in as well. So if we go into the alignments at the top, this alignment here, do a right-hand click. If we go into the Carriageway templates.
Yes.
So these are the Carriageway templates that we've got. So at the moment, this is the default, but you can have, and what I've done here is I've built up laybys, I've built up so that you can group things like speed tables, and you can group templates together. So you can just drop a template in.
I don't want to see the software coming up. That will make my job too quickly, and then I'll have more jobs. Okay, so
if you want to move that or extend it, you can just...
No. It's like basically drawing a polyline, but you're actually drawing a physical road. You made it too easy.
And now, if we can then put say like a turning head or something like that at the end. So again, that's all through the properties. Go to the end terminator.
End terminator, yes. This is so cool because let's say I select the T terminator, like a T junction. Not junction, sorry. The T terminator actually shows the properties that relate to it, so you can change them. And if we go, let's say, for the left one only, that will help a lot, like in residential jobs, for sure. Like it will be just design the road so quickly. So what about the vertical alignment?
Yeah, so with the vertical alignment, what we can do is we've got the long section. So you go into the long section.
We have to add one.
Add a long section. It already knows you've only got the one alignment in there, so it'll just ask you to specify the insertion point.
So in this alignment, can we change? Oh, it automatically puts them stuff for you.
Yeah, so you can either add in an IP, or you can disable an IP, or you can move an IP. And so if we go into the design settings of the alignment, so if we go to the top in here and go into the the next one, that's it, and go into the design settings.
Yes.
These are all the design settings that we've got for that alignment. So here we can allow gradient override.
Yeah.
So if we've got allow gradient override, we can take the grip and we can move the grip, and it will move the road not just in the 2D but also in the 3D as well.
Let's see, let's turn on the 3D. So that's the 3D road. And I suppose this is an alignment. So if I move this all the way up here, what?
So everything's updating. So it's and that's why we called it live design.
Wow, that's fantastic. This will change everything because now we can double check our site like while I'm drawing. I don't have to anymore design it, generate everything, then double check it. I can double check it while I'm drawing it.
Absolutely, yeah. And we're hoping that by doing that, it gives you more time to actually do your design work and not having to regenerate, print, to go off and check things. So yeah.
I'm worried that this will jump one step because usually we go preliminary and then full detail design. This will jump straight away to full detail design by the looks of it. The best feature so far is the styles that you implemented. It's like the layering. So you implemented the styles in every single aspect, but in more advanced terms, like for example, earthworks, how you present the information, road alignments, features, design settings. That is actually quite cool because that will make the job of graduate engineers much easier because they can just follow the settings, like, hey, follow this settings, and you just draw it.
Absolutely. And
so they don't have to worry about this stuff anymore.
Yeah, and that can all be held centrally. So all of these drawing files can be held centrally and then imported for the desired style.
So basically, if someone, let's say we have a consultancy, they just started up and they have the 4 senior guys running the company, and they want to bring a graduate. If one of the seniors took the time to set up all these design settings, the graduate can just start working and drawing in live design without any problem.
Absolutely.
Like not worrying about like councils and standards. Obviously, he needs to double check them, but wow.
Yeah, it would all be towards those working towards those design
This is
standards.
actually quite cool. So what's next?
Well, look, let's stick a drainage network into it.
No, my speciality.
Okay, all right.
Well, let's go.
Well, we could stick a drainage network in. Yeah, let's go in and
So it's in networks.
right-click.
Yeah.
And
add
a new storm network.
You can import and update. Okay. That's storm network. There we go. So.
Okay, so then if we go into there and do a right-hand click on this, we can then set up the design settings.
Okay, so
again, you can either use FSR, FEH, have your own rainfall profile, or FEH.
So basically, it's like a mini flow version in live design.
Yeah,
kind of.
So what it's going to be doing is going to be using the modified rational method from the design settings to size up the pipes automatically. So we're not having to bring it into flow. It will just say it'll position the pipes at the correct depth that we wanted it to, and then it'll also size up those pipes as well. Okay, so let's go into Storm Network here, and we will do add link.
I can start adding manhole type. Oh, we can select the styles, the types, which we define.
We just keep that. So you've got the different things, and then what if we come in here and associate it? If we do it to alignment 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can have the minimum distance from the curbs.
Absolutely. So what we can then do is we can then look to add in a drainage network, and it may be just because of where we are. We could maybe start at a little bit closer to an outfall, or we can run our network around there. So if you click on there,
so manhole 1, there we go,
and then stick another manhole in. Yeah, and so we can keep going on to the different working round.
So we've got the manholes now in.
Yep.
So I can view them, I suppose.
Yeah, but also if we flip this round, so if you hold down the control key and the center mouse.
Yeah. Oh, just to rotate
to rotate it and look underground, and if we zoom in about there, you'll see that's our drainage network.
Wow.
So
you can live check the clashes.
Yeah, and also if we then add in a contributing area, so we can go in here, we can
add contributing
area. Click on the node select the node that you want to.
So let's say that's my area. So
and
it
as you'll
shows
see as well,
line.
that's now increased the pipe size.
Yeah, so, wow. So if the pipe size increase to a specific point, the manhole size should increase as well. Would that be triggered?
Yep, it will size it all. It sizes it all up automatically for the.
So let's see.
Not just the pipe size.
Let's make a big area. Yeah, there we go. It's changed. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It made it bigger. Wow. There's no more excuses for wrong drainage design. So now, if I want to move that lay-by, how would I?
And move it.
That's it. Just move it.
Yeah.
Make it sound so easy. Just move it. Just move it, guys. Just click, move. Wow. I'm actually speechless. It's like, this is gonna make everything so easy. There's no more excuses about wrong design. It's just more, as I said, wrong design settings. So what else we have to cover?
So we've got a few sort of a bit of a sort of road design that we've got in there. What we can also do is if we want to add in, say, some road markings or or we want to add in some road signs, we can also add road signs in and things. And we can also
automatically, I assume.
All automatic.
I expect automatically from now on. What you've shown me so
Exactly.
far, I expect automatically. I don't expect anything manual anymore. It's just too easy. You made it too easy. So, how would you do the road markings? Let's see.
So let's stick a junction on the end of this road here. So select an object. So we've got. Let's put in a giveaway. Let's put in a junction in the end. So giveaway junction right at the top there. So if you do the giveaway junction, right at the top, and select an alignment object.
And
that's your giveaway junction now. So if you can either hit the return button and it will put it right in the center, and now you can position your triangle, your giveaway triangle.
But if I hit enter again, it'll position it automatically.
Do it automatically. Yeah.
No, don't tell me you put it in 3D as well.
Yeah. So you can then see that that's been put in there. But if you then say, well, look, let's change the junction. So if you click on the junction if we click on there and then move that junction up the road a little bit, still maintain.
I think I need to turn off my snapping.
Yeah. So
okay, much more.
Stick it in there.
Much more smoother now.
And then your junction it all updates as well because you've associated that road marker.
And it doesn't take long to update. Like, look, like 3 seconds at best. And that's like after we added like ground model, batter, roads, drainage, because there's a drainage manhole there. We don't forget.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. So what are we going to look at next?
So what we're going to do is we're now going to analyze it in Flow. So we can, from our network here, we've got edit in Flow. And if we designed a foul network, it would have it will bring both the foul and the storm network so that we can analyze both.
Just to understand, so the live design is going to send it to Flow?
Yeah.
No. And let me guess, manholes, coordinates, cover levels, no.
Yeah, the lot. So here you can see that I've added a storage structure in here.
Tom, sorry, the best feature is that it picked up the ground model, and usually in Flow when you design, it just snaps from one end to another, but this one it picked up like the exact shape of the ground model.
Yes.
Is that going to help later on in the Overland flow analysis?
Yeah, so what we can do now is when we analyse this, let's give it a real nasty rainfall event, a flooding event and things, and get it to flood. And then we'll have a look at the effects of that flooding. So let's do
60% should make it flood. If 60% doesn't, climate change doesn't make it flood, then climate change is not real. That's moving quite quickly. And that will pick up the flooding from Flow, and then read the finished ground model, and then show where the flooding is.
And so that's where the flooding is.
And that is merged with the road and the existing ground model.
Yeah.
But that's actually quite impressive because then we can use the Overland Analysis, so we can just show look, the flooding does stay within the site and doesn't leave it.
Yes.
Like for example, if we get flooding in a service area or a car park.
Yes, absolutely.
We can show them that it stays there.
It stays there, yeah.
I'm actually quite impressed with this one. And we need the license sorted for this one if we want to make tutorials for this. This works great in the Causeway CAD, but how does it work in AutoCAD?
Exactly the same
speed?
way. Exactly the same way.
Yeah.
So this isn't just within Causeway CAD. You can also use this within AutoCAD. So and that's a really important thing that we're really really driven towards was that it shouldn't just be a standalone because people want to use AutoCAD and this can work.
I think it's great that you've done it standalone, also standalone in Causeway CAD, because some consultancies don't have AutoCAD LT, and you're I don't know what's your strategy, but everyone who had PDS, the ideal option was AutoCAD Lite version.
Yes.
So therefore this one, the live design being in Causeway CAD is good because they still have the AutoCAD LT and they can work on live design. They don't have to purchase an additional license of AutoCAD full version, which is great. But then you have the clients who have the PDS in AutoCAD. That works great as well. So you thought of everything. I'm actually quite happy with this one. So in a nutshell, live design is basically a software that you just start designing. It's like playing Legos in a way. It's like putting all the pieces together. It's like you bring your ground model, you modify it if it's not correct because the topo missed an area, so you add a few more spots or break lines, because I can see from the menu you can add vertex, break lines and stuff. And then you design your roads, and then you have so many styles and settings for the roads that you can basically, the possibilities are depending on your designs, like what you want. And then you go put your drainage. And then if the drainage doesn't work, you change the road and to suit the drainage, and you don't have to go back and forth. You're in the same software.
Yes.
And then you edit it in Flow. You add your storage, make sure it works, bring it back to the Overland Analysis. Thank you, Tom, for inviting us to the Causeway's office so we can have a look at the Causeway Live Design Software. It was actually quite interesting, and I was really looking forward to see what you have in store. And as soon as I get the license, I'll be creating more tutorials. Now, this is not a sponsored message. Causeway Live Design will change the way we design stuff. The only thing you have to worry about is your design settings. You don't have to worry anymore about like building your model over again, everything. Everything will change automatically. So follow the link in the description below and stay tuned for more tutorials. See you next time.